Yeah, hello everyone. As Rick already mentioned, my name is Sandra Finn. I'm the head of sales and marketing of Doorbird here in the San Francisco office. And with me today is my colleague Helmut Scheller, who is head of partner integration. And he will be here to answer all your questions that might pop up throughout the webinar, and then he will answer them in the end. So yeah, let's get started. Today, topics of the webinar will be a quick company profile, and then I will give you a Doorbird product overview and talk a little bit about the functions and special features of all products, and I will also give you an overview of our integration partners. So yeah, very briefly about the history. Doorbird is a spin-off of the 2010 founded company MyIntercom. The first prototype of Doorbird got shown at CES in Las Vegas in 2015. And this was at the same time the foundation date of the Bird Home Automation Group. And we've been selling thousands of units ever since because the product got accepted so well, especially by the American market. So here we are, and in front of you, you can see our two founders, Sascha Keller and Bernd Müller, and they're both in our headquarters in Germany. And now I would like you to imagine that you are not at home. Let's say you're in a business meeting, you're grocery shopping with your family, you're going for a recreational walk, or just a run to stay fit. And now think about that someone rings your doorbell, but you're not at home. A delivery person is trying to deliver your Amazon package, or your kids forgot their keys while they were playing outside, or they come home early from college. Or worst case scenario, a burglar checks if you are at home. In fact, 90% of all burglaries, they actually start at the front door by checking if someone's at home. So now with Doorbird, you will never miss a visitor, and also not the unwanted ones. Here you get a little preview of our app layout. It has a really easy user interface and a very clear and crisp picture. It's very easy to navigate through the apps, but I will get back in, a little bit more deeper into that later. So yeah, how does it actually really work? You can monitor your door anywhere and anytime, because as soon as someone rings the doorbell, you receive a push notification on your smart device, so either smartphone or tablet. And also if the motion sensor detects any motion, you receive a push notification. And then by swiping up the push notification on your smart device's screen, our app will open, and then you can take it from there. You can talk to the visitor two-way, you can remotely unlock the door, and many other things that I will explain more in depth later. A really nice feature of Doorbird is that it can connect up to 8 smartphones and tablets. That means you can connect all your family members to one Doorbird unit. So that means if one person isn't available when the doorbell gets rung, the next can answer the door. Please note that only one person can do the audio. So when the audio channel is open, then it's open, and only the person who got the audio can talk, but everyone else can see. So the live view will still be available. And now I would like you to show you our new hardware generation. This is the D2101V, and I will go step by step through all the points here and what they are and what their function is. So the first point here, we have an HD TV video and ultra wide angle hemispheric lens with 180 degrees. A little bit more in depth I will go into there later, but so this is our camera. We do have a light sensor for night vision, and this light sensor communicates with the infrared LEDs and the LEDs that are embedded in the push button. So when it gets dark, it will automatically switch into, it will turn on the light in the push button. We do have a speaker for two-way audio communication. It's a pretty big speaker, as you can see, so it guarantees very clear audio quality. And here's our backlit call button that I just mentioned. So that one communicates with the light sensor. When it gets dark outside, it will be backlit, so it's easier to see where you have to push the button. We do have night vision. So Doorbird has 12 infrared lights and an automatic IR cut filter built in. The night vision turns on automatically if little light gets sensed, or you can also turn it on manually in the app. We do have a microphone built in that comes with noise reduction and echo cancellation, which guarantees very clear audio quality. And very new is that we have an invisible screw connection. So that guarantees a more discreet and elegant design. Here in that little picture, you can actually see how it works. It is a new slide-in technique on how you put the faceplate on the back box, and then instead of screws on each corner, you have now screws that you screw into those speaker holes, so they're invisible, and it guarantees for a very nice and elegant design. We do have a motion sensor with adjustable sensitivity and fields. I will get more into that later as well. And also now very new and built-in RFID reader. So more about that later as well. So here is our completely new D20X series and its features. So let me go through it step by step. Number one, the elegant and discreet design that I just mentioned is on the front panel. You don't see the screws anymore. It's a very plain and high quality surface now. The new units, they come with individual time and action plans, and they're all remotely configurable via the app. What exactly does that mean? So for example, you can set access time of an RFID transponder individually so that an RFID card only has access on Wednesdays from, let's say, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., and the rest of the time the door remains securely locked for this card. So that's a new amazing feature. And you can do the same also with SIP calls. If a visitor rings, we divert a SIP call to maybe number 123 from Monday to Friday, and to number 456 to the rest of the time. So you can also configure SIP calls. Additionally, you can also individually set the 4D motion sensor so that it automatically switches on external lighting between, let's say, 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. every day. So that would be 3 examples on how the individual time and action plan would work. The new D20X series comes also with 2 individually configurable bistable switching relays. So now 2 doors or gates can be controlled via the app, and the relay state can be configured via app as well. That means that temporary or permanent circuits are individually possible. And it's also an additional safety feature that the current state of the relay does not change even if the power circuit is interrupted. So that's new too. We also have improved our wiring and our connection concept. So it's better and more convenient for installation situations. All doorbirds now of the D21 series, they come with a RJ45 dongle and a Phoenix connector system. And we also have improved our echo and noise reduction for a better and outstanding audio quality. So those are the first few features, but I'm going to continue on because there is way more, which you can see here. We do have a motion sensor, a 4D motion sensor with 4D technology. That means that it's also possible now to configure the distance up to 10 meters individually in steps of 1 meter directly through the app. So that's completely new. The RFID card reader that I mentioned before is remotely configurable via the app as well. It is also an integral part of every doorbird of the D20X series, and the configuration for individual schedules is directly available through the app, as I mentioned before. The speaker has double the speaker size compared to our D20X series. I don't know if you guys are familiar with our older series, but yeah, it is way bigger now, and therefore more powerful. 1 second, I was actually not done. And you can also see that some of the units here, they have a multifunctional keypad. For the models with the keypad, you can find 16 illuminated buttons. They all functions can, again, be configured via the app. And more than 100 PIN codes can be configured at the moment. I believe in the future it will be more, but 100 is the starting point for now, and I think it's also sufficient for the first projects because, yeah, it will cover a lot of commercial projects. Or you can also individually switch on and off alarm systems, so that works as well. Then you can see that we have options with that number 12 symbol here. This is very soon, that is a unit that will be very soon available. It's our info panel module, and it will have a 3.5-inch illuminated info module instead of the graphic display that I just explained, and that can be, you can display the house number there, or for example, the business hours of a business. So that was just very briefly about our new features. I hope you guys have any questions because we can answer them later. I'm sure there are lots of questions popping up. And here I want to show you the difference between a standard 120-degree perspective or a standard 120-degree lens and our 180-degree Doorbird lens. The Doorbird lens has a 180-degree horizontal and 90-degree vertical angle, so that basically makes it very, very hard for anyone to hide in front of that lens. The lens should be installed up at least 1 meter and 25 centimeters from the ground, so that's the ideal installation height. And as soon as that is on, it's really, really hard for anyone to hide in front of that. Then Doorbird is also IP65 Outdoor rated. That makes it outdoor ready and weatherproof. It really works in every harsh and kind of extreme environment out there. We have Doorbirds really working from Minnesota to Dubai to Ghana. They're all over the place, and we have never had any issues because of temperature or water. The only thing that might be a little bit tricky sometimes is if it's installed to a salt waterfront, because the salt water can make the full stainless steel surface age not as nicely, I would say. But other than that, it's a very well-working unit for extreme temperatures. Now let me talk about the configurable motion sensor. The motion sensor gets triggered through motion and, of course, and sends a push notification to your end device. In order to not always receive a push notification when a leaf falls off the tree, for example, that's in front of your house, you can now adjust the sensor in 12 zones, and you can see that here. And you can activate or deactivate each zone. So let me show that to you. So let's say there is the leaf falling. You can just say, okay, actually, those zones I want to be activated because motion is not happening here, and the gray out zones that are still gray, you can deactivate, so if something happens there, you don't get push notifications. This picture here is possible because of our visitor history. So a customer sent us this picture about our visitor history. Every Doorbird takes a picture as soon as the doorbell gets pushed or the motion sensor detects any motion, and that will get stored in our visitor history, up to 20 pictures. The 21st picture will overwrite the first picture, and so on. We also do offer cloud recording, so if you rather have the footage of the real life event happening and a little video, we will save all footage of the last 7 days in 20-second long videos in our cloud, and it costs about $4 per month, which we will bill annually. But back to the motion sensor. The motion sensor is truly or freely and truly configurable in all of our devices. In the D10X and D20X series, it's equipped with a technology and captures 3 levels. So the new generation has a 4D technology. That means in the newer devices, the range can now be configured in increments of 1 meter each. That's what I mentioned before. So in other words, that means the direction of each movement to or from the front door can be detected or configured. So this extension of the configuration option is especially interesting and useful for houses on busy streets and reduces the rate of false alarms, because now you can say, well, if I'm too close to the street where the car is driving and that car is 4 meters away, I'm just going to turn off motion that is happening 4 meters away from my front door, and everything that is in the range of the 3 meters around my house I want to be detected. So that's a very nice and cool new feature. So now let me talk about our range of applications. Doorbird works on all smartphones and tablets, iOS and Android. And Doorbird also comes with a HTML5 widget, which will allow you to get the Doorbird app interface on your PC screen and then monitor everything that's going on in front of your house from your PC screen. Doorbird can be integrated with flip phones and tablets. And we also have tons of integrations in the most current smart home systems like Control4, Crestron, URC, RTI, and so on. But I will go more into depth with that later. And also very unique for our product is that we do offer an open API for unlimited integration possibilities into third-party systems. And that open API is free for download on our website. It's under doorbird.com/API. So to install a Doorbird, what do you actually need? It's really simple. You need the 2 doorbell wires for power supply, and then you can hook it up to Wi-Fi. You can connect it with Ethernet or a PoE cable. So Doorbird needs power and internet. Doorbird comes with 1 or 2, depending on the hardware generation, relays, so that you can connect a door gate or a garage opener or a gate opener or a chime or a door opening button, as shown here. So there are many possibilities to connect Doorbird, and that makes it also very convenient and also very competitive, because you can remotely unlock the door with our Doorbird device, and that's a huge advantage compared to other products in the market. Yeah, we are really proud that you can remotely control the door, gates, and garages. And here are our integration partners that I just mentioned. So we have smart home solutions for the biggest home automation companies out there: Elan, RTI, Control4, Crestron, URC, and so on. We're also UNVIF compliant, which means you can connect the Doorbird video screen in a NVR system. We are also very proud of our cooperation with Volkswagen, because now you can also get the Doorbird video stream into the Volkswagen entertainment system. So when you're on the road and someone's in front of your door and you get a push notification, you will receive that one while you're driving and still can securely monitor what's going on in front of your door via the VW infotainment system. We also have integrations with smart lock solutions, as shown here on to the right. So we work with August, Keezy, NewKey, LockState, LiftMaster. So all those integrations are soft integrations, which means that if you remotely want to unlock, let's say, an August lock, by pressing the unlock button in our app, the August app will open. So it's not a deep integration where you can actually have a hold of the August product, but we will open their app and then you can take it from there. All Doorbirds have also a built-in SIP module for integrations with various SIP phones to meet advanced audio and video communication needs. Since SIP is not standardized, not all SIP phones are compatible at the moment, but we have a list of working SIP phones, and this one is also growing because we're testing each SIP phone provider basically and see if we can make an integration possible. In order to see what SIP phones are currently working with Doorbird, please go to doorbird.com/SIP and you will find a list of all the tested and working SIP phones. Okay, now a few words to our app that I mentioned before. The most recent version is always available, and that's important, for free in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, so you can just go there, download it, and it's on your phone. Via the app, all Doorbirds can be controlled, and that's up to 10. So you can control up to 10 Doorbirds, and then the other way around, you can connect up to 8 users to one Doorbird station. The app is constantly updated with new features and bug fixes. So our team in Germany is constantly working on improving our app, of course, and then with every update you make, the app is automatically updated and you have the latest version on your phone. So yeah, it's a very innovative product, innovative technology, and a very awesome design, and it's all made in Germany. And that would be it from the feature side. Now I want to focus more a little bit on the product itself. So here you can see our D101 to the right and D101S. Those are our starting models. The D101S to the left is actually our best-selling model so far in the US. It comes with a full stainless steel faceplate. Then here, this one we just launched. It's actually not quite available. It's ready for pre-order, but it's not out, so it will be shipped at the end of this month. It's the D2101V. And all of those units, they always come with a back box. For the new units, they will always come with a flash back box. So if you would like to surface mount that unit, you will have to separately purchase the surface mounted housing, which you can see here. Then we have the D2102V, which is our very European style Doorbird that has 2 buttons, but for sure it will also have, you will also have projects where you might need that here in the US. It's just a very European thing with the 2 buttons because there are many 2-apartment buildings in Europe, but I'm sure you can find that here as well. And we also have one with 3 buttons, so in case you have a building with 3 units, you can use this model here. Or you can also use that for a bigger house that wants to control 3 entrances, for example, front door, guest house door, and back door or something. This would be the model for it. And then again, this is our Keypad model here. The new generation of Doorbird D21X can be used for residential and all commercial applications, obviously. This model is the perfect choice for, I would say, high-quality single-family homes, multi-dwelling homes, offices, hotels, and so on. Again, the keypad is configurable through the app, and the system has a programmable colored display. So you can also program the display and put a welcome message in there and whatnot. This model here, the info panel model, the D21IKV and D21IKH, those letters are a little bit confusing, but they're standing for info panel keypad vertical, info panel keypad horizontal. So the last letter is always for the form factor. So yeah, again, where the number is, you can put in the opening hours of the business, or you can display a house number. So what do you actually get when you order a Doorbird? For sure, the Doorbird itself with a back box. And then for the D21X series, you will get a power supply with 4 country adapters. You will get 1 RFID card, 1 RFID key fob, a screwdriver, and of course also a quick start guide and digital passport, plus an installation manual. So this is our older hardware generation, the D201 and the D201B. Those are both surface mount models. To the left, it's full stainless steel, and the model to the right is a full stainless steel galvanized bronze model. So that's just a question of taste. Both models have the same features. It's just that the housing is a little bit different. Here we have the flush mounts, the D202 and the D202B. The D202 so far has also been a really, really well-selling model here in the US. People really like the slick and clear design. And then if your customer has also the wish to monitor their mailbox, you can do that with those 2 units because the D203 and the D204, they come with an integrated mail slot. So the D203 has a pass-through letterbox that can, and the whole thing can be flushed into the wall. And the D204 can be used as a fence-mounted letterbox, or if you add 2 metal poles on each side, you will have a really nice standalone solution. And then here's an overview of our optional accessories or add-on products. To the left, we have our I/O door controller, which offers the possibility to control up to 3 more doors or gates. It is tamper-proof because it is installed over the network. So let's say unauthorized removal of the door station and shorting of the wires may allow sometimes unauthorized people access to your house or the building. So with the I/O door controller, you have a big helper here because it is placed inside the house in a basement or a cabinet inside the house and is then connected to the Doorbird station via the network. To the right is our IP wireless door chime. This is also an ideal addition to any Doorbird because it can be flexibly mounted in the house, on a wall or a ceiling. It also connects to Doorbird via the network, and it meets the same requirements as Doorbird. It needs Wi-Fi, PoE, or Ethernet, and you can also configure it through the app. It also does work without internet. That's important. And really nice, it also has up to 50+ ringtone possibilities that you can choose from. And it has a very nice design. I think it's barely visible once it's placed in the house, so that is a nice addition to each Doorbird station. Then we have the 2-wire Ethernet PoE converter that allows you to transfer now network data and power over a simple 2-wire cable. That's really great for retrofit projects where you want to avoid to completely rewire the house. So you can now easy and fast install that 2-wire Ethernet PoE converter and then solve that situation basically. And we have our own PoE injector that can be used with all Doorbird store stations as well, of course. It is plug and play. It requires no configuration. It has a gigabit transmission speed and automatic determination of necessary power requirements. The metal housing allows for mounting on walls and ceilings and more. So those are our add-on products here, and they complement each door station really well, always depending on the project that you're working on, obviously, but you have the option here to, increase your Doorbird family. We have all the products that you need. Then if you want to meet us live and in real, please come visit us. We are on the road quite a lot, actually. This year was very busy. We were on many shows, and we're going to be in New York next week for ISC East, and then the next show will be IBS, the International Builder Show in Orlando in January, and we're also going to attend, again, obviously, CEDIA, ISC West next year, and ASIS. So if you happen to be around at any of those shows, please take a look at the exhibition menu, see where we are, and then come to our booth and have a little chat with us. Tell us about how you like our product, and if you have suggestions, let us know as well. If you happen to have ever any questions about the product, which will most likely happen, feel free to go to our website under doorbird.com/support. You can find all of our manuals, installation videos, and much more, also connection plans, and all your questions, they should be covered there. But in case it's not sufficient, feel free to reach out to us. We have a dedicated tech support team here in our San Francisco office, so you can send us an email or also give us a call. I'll reach out to AllNet first, obviously, because this will be where you get the unit from. But in case you cannot get any further with your issue, feel free to reach out directly as well. And that's us. That's the Bird Home Automation Group. We're all over the place. Our headquarters is in Germany. That's where our entire infrastructure is, production, logistics, and so on. And me and my colleague Helmut and other colleagues are here in our U.S. Office in San Francisco. We are here for tech support and sales, and then we have many other offices around the globe, mostly in Europe, to support our partners all over the place. And that was it from my side. I was trying to push through a little bit because of our new product. I hope it was not too much for you guys.